Good morning, my darlings. Welcome back to the vlogs. It is the weekend, hallelujah, Saturday morning, and we don't normally have PT sessions on Saturday, but had to move a few things around this week, and sometimes I think that starting... Oh! Come on then! Dexy does not like closed doors. If he comes across one, he'll just scratch on it. He gets major FOMO. Yeah, sometimes if we have a PT session first thing in the morning, I actually feel like I have more energy throughout the day. So that's good, because on my to-do list, or things that I would like to get done today list, there's quite a lot. So I'm just starting with a little bowl of yogurt, and I like to just have some nuts and seeds on top. Hazelnuts, pecans, and then I think it was the last vlog that we went to the M&S food hall together in Chipping Norton, and they really have got so many good bits at the moment. This is a new range that they do. It's called their Good Gut range, and this is a berry boost topper, and I've just been sprinkling this on my yogurts and even on my smoothies, to be honest, and it's just a nice mixture of seeds and powders. Very yummy. And then I'll add a sprinkling of my, oh, gone blurry, there we go, of my homemade seed mix, which I would definitely recommend doing. It's just a really easy way of getting lots of different planty goodness bits into your breakfast. This is my homemade rhubarb compote. Second to last vlog I showed you making this, but I think I've also popped it up on Instagram. If you find rhubarb in a farm shop, or if you're growing it, which I would definitely recommend, it's very like no fuss, no maintenance, zero maintenance perennial that just comes back every year, and there's so many yummy things you can make with rhubarb. Just stir that in. So plans for today, I really do want to get into the garden as soon as possible. We've had the full moon, which now means that the energy is drawing down, because I am gardening by the moon this year, and that drawing down energy means that anything that grows beneath the soil, like carrots, radishes, spring onions, parsnips, anything that grows below ground, now's a really good time to sow those seeds. So that's what I'm going to do in the raised beds today. There's definitely a few more bits and bobs I need to do in the greenhouse as well, and yeah, just lots of kind of like tinkering around the house at jobs that I want to do. I bought some castor oil, so I want to make a brow gel. I need to make up another batch of my all-purpose cleaning mist. If I've got time, I'm going to do some of my essential oil melts, but that's quite low on the priority list today. I want to get out in the garden before I do that. And there are other bits that I picked up from M&S that I haven't yet tried. My TikTok, I'm not going to use the word viral, but considering that I don't use TikTok that much and that it's the platform that, you know, I get the least excited about, a lot of people were interested in what I bought in M&S, the viral kind of products. So I thought I would try them. There's a few of them like the pistachio creme that I haven't yet tried. I thought I would make some nice dates snacks with that. And I've also got some outfits to show you. I wanted to kind of have a little look through mostly affordable high street bits and put together some outfits that are very elegant and timeless, no matter what your budget. So I think that the high street at the moment, stores like Zara, Mango, H&M, they've got really nice timeless pieces at the moment, and I'm having a lot of fun putting together different outfits with things that are really versatile, great kind of core building block pieces for a spring wardrobe. And I have got a couple of little trips coming up, so while I plan some outfits for that, I thought I would style those pieces and yeah, share some spring outfit inspo. But anyway, without further ado, I've somehow managed to put 2 spoons in my yogurt. I'm going to take a magazine and sit and enjoy this in the sunshine. Okay, I've brought my cup of tea into the greenhouse to do some watering, and it's looking so lovely in here. I want to show you these tulips. These were the ones that I thought I was maybe a little bit too late doing my tulip lasagna. It wasn't really a lasagna, it was a deconstructed lasagna, let's say, and I thought I might have been too late for them to grow, but my goodness, they are so beautiful. I don't know if you can see clearly, but they've actually got a slight hint of purple to them. I think they might just be the most stunning tulips I've ever seen. And I didn't really realise that tulips, they really open up on a sunny day. It's like they go rah to take in the sunshine and then they close up overnight. I guess the annoying thing is that these ones that finished earlier are kind of going over a little bit now. I think this is an amaryllis. I thought it was dead, but I just threw it in there for good measure. Seedlings are doing really well. Chard, spinach, kale. Yeah, these are looking amazing. Hyacinths are done, so I think these bulbs will go out into the garden. And my first time growing celery this year, and it's coming along nicely. Oh, look, we've got the first of the flowers on my strawberries. Oh, we've got our first, this is what a baby strawberry looks like. How exciting! If you guys do not currently grow anything in your garden or in your kitchen on your windowsills, then please start with mint. It's so rewarding because you can snip it right down and snip every stem right down. A week later it'll have completely bounced back. And if you put it in a tub in your garden, you will just never have to buy mint ever again. It just grows so easily. It's such low maintenance. And mint tea, mint jam, mint jelly, but honestly mint tea, it's so good for soothing the tummy, for helping you to digest food. Just love a mint tea. That would be my recommendation. I also put sprigs in water when we've got guests coming over as well. You can even snip it and just put it on the table as a little decoration. We'll talk about the elephant in the room literally a little bit later. I placed a Sezane order, and last time I did a Sezane order I didn't have much luck, didn't have much success. Ended up not keeping, I think, 90% of it, but got a good feeling about this one. Anyway, I just realised the one product I wanted to talk to you about I've left in the bathroom. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got it. So here in the UK, we have had maybe 3 weeks of amazing weather. We've had blue skies, lovely temperatures, and I absolutely just love nothing more than lying out in the sun or gardening outside. And that can be a little bit drying for your skin. So I wanted to shout out this. This is the Aveeno Skin Relief Body Oil Spray. Instantly nourishes very dry, sensitive skin. 98% naturally derived ingredients. I love this. It smells amazing. It's super hydrating on the skin. And I feel like it's actually long-term helping my skin as well. It actually says helps to restore the skin barrier. So if, for example, you just often find that certain areas like elbows, or even for me sometimes weirdly here, if you have and shins as well, if you have areas that just seem constantly a little bit dry, this is actually repairing the skin barrier as well as hydrating. And because it's a mist, it's it's spray on oil, but because you mist it on, there's just something so easy about the application. I'm going to cover my entire body in this in a second. And after a day in the sun or a day in the garden, there is truly nothing better. So I just went to reorder some of these because I have been getting through them. Did I mention it smells amazing? Whenever I spray this, I get asked what perfume I'm wearing, and it smells so good. I went to place another order of this on LOOKFANTASTIC, and they've got a sale on this weekend when you're watching this. Weekend? Whatever day you're watching this, the sale is still on, and I believe it's around 11% extra on the sale prices that you will get with my discount code, which is Josie LF. You can always use that code, it always works. I always try it when I'm topping up on my shampoos, micellar waters, whatever beauty essentials you need. LOOKFANTASTIC probably have them, and you can use Josie LF. So at the moment, extra 11% off the sale prices. So I've stocked up on a few of those, and I thought I would just really quickly whiz through the other most purchased things in my LOOKFANTASTIC order. No surprise at all. Everyone will have seen this coming. My Red Ken One United spray. I use this every single time I wash my hair. I've actually got an empty one here. It had maybe 1% product left in here, and the reason I don't know if you can see, but I've put some Sharpie on the bottle here to remind myself that this is 1% of this spray and then topped up with water. And what I do is when my hair is dry but I want to wear my heatless curler set for maybe 2 or 3 hours, if I'm doing emails or something or going to Pilates, I will mist my hair with this so it gets the tiniest bit damp, and then let it dry in the heatless curls, like just a tiny bit, not wringing out wet. And this to me is perfect. So a great way to use up the dregs in the bottom. But this is a detangler, it's a heat protector, it's literally 21 benefits. Sorry, 25, I swear it used to be 21, it's now 25. Adds smoothness, gives a silky touch, controls flyaways, nourishes, improves manageability, helps even out porous hair. That is a bit of a game changer. It's amazing. I've been buying this forever, ever since I think at least 7 years. Probably my most purchased product of all time, and anyone that I speak to that's struggling with the condition of their hair, that's what I recommend them. These are both also in the sale, and Kerastase oils are super luxurious, and I will mostly just kind of wait until they're in the sale. So I thought I'd shout these out. Both amazing. This one a little bit more heavy duty. It's the Elixir Ultime. I love it. It's refillable. I pop one pump in the bottom of my hair and just rub my hands together and then pull it through the bottom strands of my hair before blow drying. This is their new glaze drops. It's got wild rose oil in here, which I love. It is the lightest weight oil I think I've ever experienced. I love how it looks as well, this just gorgeous little bottle. I think it just looks so lovely on your dressing table. I don't put this in a drawer, I leave it out because it looks so cute. This is what I put in the ends of my hair after styling. So today I did do a little bristly Dyson thing just to try and get used to it, and I popped some of these drops in the end afterwards, and they just feel like water. They are so lightweight. If your hair gets heavy quite easily, now you only need 1, 2, 3. I've got quite a lot of hair. Feels like I'm just washing my hands with water, and then I just run it through the ends if they're starting to feel a bit crispy, or I just want some shine or smoothness. Love those oils. So those are my top 3 hair products. There are others that I mentioned a million times, but they're all in the sale. And then top 3 beauty, maybe kind of things that I'm just loving right now. Foundation or base, super lightweight, medium weight. Love them both at the moment. Today I've got this on because I knew I was going to be vlogging and shooting some TikToks as well. I was talking to Hannah about this yesterday, and she doesn't use TikTok quite so much, and we were saying that I confess that I really notice a battering to my mental health when I use TikTok. Like, it is very correlatable, if that's the real word. When I'm on it more regularly, like at the moment I'm enjoying finding trending songs and posting silly videos. I've been posting like a silly trending video pretty much every day for the last 10 days at least, and the algorithm is crazy. Like, it's addictive, and I find myself just constantly, like, even if I'm waiting for the kettle to boil, even when my milk is frothing, I'm like, oh, I'll just check TikTok and scroll on my For You page. It's petrifying how addictive it is. I haven't watched Adolescence yet, but I feel like it might touch on those kind of topics from what I've heard. How did I get onto that? Oh, because I'm probably going to film some TikToks today. So a slightly more beautiful but slightly more coverage base, Luminous Silk from Giorgio Armani. So many people use this as their like photo shoot or wedding day foundation. So for special events, if you just want your skin to radiate health and glow and have that little bit of coverage, it's very buildable. Highly recommend that. I was going to talk about this first so that I could actually put it on. Grace by Bare Minerals, probably my most worn lipstick over my life, if that makes sense. Oh, I've got a chia seed in my lips. It's just such a fail-safe, pretty pink colour. And it's so balmy. It's from their Mineralist Hydra Smoothing range. I love the shade Grace, and in autumn I love the shade Insight. I've been trying some more high street kind of lipsticks lately, which I love, but over my lifespan, that's probably my most worn lipstick. It overtook Tom Ford Sable Smoke probably during lockdown. So I love that, and that is also included in Lookfantastic's Epic Sale. And of course, I'm always going to mention this, Arborian CC SPF 25. It goes on like a moisturizer, but it gives you a hint of tint. Makes you look so healthy if you love a no makeup look and you want something quick you can do if you're a busy mum, if you've got 3.5 seconds to get ready in the morning. This is skin perfecting, pore blurring perfection, and it's actually got skincare within it, so it just helps your skin look even better over time. I love it. There are approximately 12,000,007 other things on the Lookfantastic sale that I would recommend. From the NARS Creamy Concealer to Estee Lauder Night Repair. I think my favourite shampoo and conditioner range are in the sale too. So it's a really good time to stock up on your favourites, and anytime you shop on Lookfantastic, but especially during this sale, you can add Josie LF. I think even my favourite hairbrush, this one, is in the sale at the moment. So Josie LF at the checkout will get you an extra discount, which is always lovely. Can you hear the birds twittering away in the background? It is so nice. I actually think I want to get some skin out. That sounds weird. I want to wear something more revealing. That sounds weird too. I want to change into a strappy dress, so I can enjoy the sunshine in the garden. So let's do the first outfit change of the day. Okay, I've come into the green room because I'm going to, before I take this dress off, I'm going to do some accessorizing, and I'm going to see if I can style this in a way that makes it look more expensive. That phrase does make me cringe a little bit, but There are definitely ways that you can kind of elevate high street pieces, and I'll show you more later on in the video, but seeing as I'm wearing this dress, I'm going to do a few little switches. So switch number one is going to be removing the belt that it comes with and adding this one, which has a real designer look to it. The price of this one actually fluctuates. I got it on Amazon, I'll leave it in my storefront down below, and I think I paid £20 for this. This really elevates so many outfits. Simple gold jewellery, I think, makes such a difference. It's such a just delicate and tasteful way of accessorising without going overboard. These are my two favourite bracelets from Monica Vinader. They are the signature bangles. If they will close, I can show you properly. I just think they really elevate so many outfits, and they're an investment piece, something nice to add to a birthday or Christmas wish list. Discount code Josie MV20 I think will always work with Monica Vinader, so that's worth taking a little look at. Matching your bag to your belt or your shoes is a great way of elevating an outfit, and pieces that look more expensive than they were, instant way to make your outfit look smarter. This is the Studio by Charlotte bag, really beautiful British brand, gorgeous quality, and it definitely gives the look of a very expensive overall appearance. And then shoes. Now what I'm about to say will annoy a lot of people, but I would say if you've made all the effort to do those types of things and then you wear trainers, I am new to the world of trainers, I'm just starting to like them, and I love how they look with certain outfits, but I think if you're trying to elevate a high street dress, then a little pair of court shoes is probably your best option. I think trainers instantly make something look more casual, so let's put all of that to the test. So I've had a little switch around. I've popped on the Mango little white pointy shoes, switched out the belt, the bag, added the jewellery, and I think this looks so much nicer. I'm not wearing this today, but it's a nice little bit of styling, and as I normally do, I'll just take a quick photo on my phone, and then I know that I've got an outfit in my wardrobe ready to go. Another way that I would recommend that you make an outfit look more expensive is to steam it. Creased outfits never look wonderful, and just making sure that you have got, they don't need to be freshly manicured, but just clean and tidy nails and brushed hair. The amount of times that someone looks absolutely gorgeous, and I know that I'm not perfect, like my hair just does its own thing, but I always have a hairbrush in my handbag just to smooth out any wild bits, and yeah, that makes all the difference. But anyway, time to pop on something more sunshine appropriate. Okay, I've got a nice seeded sourdough loaf and some avocado out for lunch. But it's 1:30, but I'm not that ravenous yet after the yogurt. So what I've got here are my tulips that, as you saw, I snipped them earlier, and they've had an hour or so drinking the water while still wrapped up. And what this does, I'm getting deja vu, I feel like I've mentioned this before, but what this does is it means that
was you there to prepare brunch, and I'll be back for 2 o'clock, okay?
What this means is that they grow and stay straight while they absorb the water, and that helps your tulips to stay upright instead of floppy like they often go. So I also like to remove just a couple of the big leaves down at the bottom. Oh, headless. They're just so pretty. Like, tulips, I think, are one of my favorites. I mean, look at that, the shape of it. This is from Smith & Munson, the flower delivery that we get every 2 weeks. And they're British grown up in Lincoln. You can actually visit their farm. I would love to go. And they're such beautiful quality. And they're not just like the pink or the purple or the like plain ones that I still love, but you just get them in the supermarkets and I still love them. But they have more unusual, kind of stylish, chic tulip varieties, which I adore. These are slightly smaller bud heads, and they've got almost like a teapot spout tip to them, a little bit fringed, gorgeous. And I love white and green. Hence my outfit earlier. Yeah, I just think the white and green is such a classic combo. If you want your outfits to look elegant, the same applies to your flower displays. Keep it simple, keep it timeless. You can't go wrong with white and green tulips. So I've spread them in a circle to start with, and by doing that I've almost created like a grid inside, so they're like this inside, and that means that I can position the others within that grid and they'll stay where I put them. It's an alternative to putting chicken wire in your vases. I always do that with roses and just kind of work my way around so that they're all in situ. I think it does make a difference, just spending that little moment extra. If you think you're getting away, I will prove you wrong. Hear me when I say, hey. Charlie and I were just bickering because I have a problem with throwing things away and Charlie has a problem with clutter. So that's where we butt heads, and we were just not arguing, bickering over umbrellas because I have somehow managed to forage loads of umbrellas, whether it's sometimes when you stay in a hotel or I can't even remember where they've come from. They've been like gifts from certain events, and we've just ended up with so many umbrellas. And I was saying like we should keep them, because what if we have guests come over and then we have to depart them and it's torrential rain? We don't want to give them like one of our really expensive umbrellas. We could give them one of these. And Charlie was like, that has never happened. In the 5 years that we've lived together, we've never had to like send someone away with an umbrella. So I don't know why we're clinging on to them. But yeah, there's just so much clutter in this house and stuff that I keep a hold of for those just in case moments. And by the way, I'm wearing shorts. Charlie just like wants everything to be decluttered. So I'm sorry, but how divine. They just look exquisite. So beautiful. I just love them. Beautiful. Sliced avocado toast with seeds and dukkha and edible flowers, and a samphire and Gruyere omelette. Yummy! Okay, we've had our brunch. That was delicious. I'm gonna tie up my shirt while we're inside. And I've got all of my, well, some of my M&S goodies here in front of me, and I thought I would do a little taste test. So I've already tried the M&S collection crisps. I heard that these were kind of similar to Torres crisps, which I love and have spent a small fortune on over the years. So I thought I would try the M&S versions. I've already dug into the truffle ones, and I can confirm they are as good as the Torres ones, and they are made with real truffle oil, which is always a good sign. Sometimes when things are cheaper, it could be a fake truffle oil, which is crazy, but that's probably why they're so good, 'cause it's real truffle oil. But I've got here the dippy egg hot cross buns and the extremely lemony curd filled hot cross buns. Charlie just took a look at the ingredients in these and it's not great. Not. Ooh. Invert sugar syrup, emulsifier, acidity regulator, amongst many other things, flour treatment agent. So yeah, probably wouldn't buy those again, and I shouldn't think these are much better. And then the pistachio creme. I've got my medjool dates here, and I'm going to spoon some pistachio creme into the dates, and I think that could be rather scrummy. So let's do some trying. Let's taste test these 5 viral products from M&S Food. Now, I don't know what the definition of a hot cross bun is, but this is a bun with a cross on it, with a dippy egg inside. Oh, thank goodness it's not like a real egg. That's good. Now this I am excited about. This is the Collection Pistachio Creme. The M&S here in the Cotswolds had huge stock of this. It does have emulsifier in it, but some things are worth it. I would love to know, how would you eat this? I'm gonna have it straight from the jar. That tastes like proper pistachio. That is amazing. Okay, could we do like an iced pistachio milkshake? I did also get the M&S medjool dates. Creme inside a date. That is a 10 out of 10 snack. I also wanted to try the extremely lemony hot cross buns. These do not have good ingredients in them. I would so much rather make my own. Looks like a bread bun with a yellow cross on it. And it tastes like a bread bun with lemon curd inside. But that was very good lemon curd. I taste tested these with my breakfast this morning and I give them a solid 10 out of 10. This is the berry boost mix with hemp, chia, linseed and goji berries, acai and banana powder. It was so good on my morning yogurt. These look like such a good alternative to 𝑭𝒆𝒂𝒕. Let's try the truffle. That is exceptional, and it's got real dried black summer truffle inside. It's not a fake truffle, so I will definitely be buying these again. So it's yes to the crisps, yes to the pistachio creme, definite yes to the Good Gut range. It's a no for the hot cross buns. Okay, my darlings, I filmed a TikTok taste test. As you hopefully will have just seen. Really, I'll start with the bad, then I'll go to the good. Disappointed, sadly, with the hot cross buns. First of all, they're not hot cross buns. As I said in the TikTok, they are bread roll, chocolate loaf, spongy loaf with sweet egg and lemon curd inside. Not hot cross buns. The lemon curd is delicious and it would make me actually go and buy the M&S lemon curd. This, it's a fun little treat. It's something nice to have with your coffee, but I was kind of disappointed. Oh, but I'm not going to waste it.
Oh, that's not bad.
These I'm a big fan of. I think it's a super easy way to get a little bit more plant diversity into your diet. 35 plus different seed mix in here. And how many in here, I don't think it says, but a really good variety of yummy bits in there. Roasted hemp, linseed, chia, mulberries, goji berries, banana and acai powder. Put it on cereals, smoothies, yogurt. Big fan of these. Now, this pistachio creme was what I was most excited about as a huge pistachio lover, and it really is very, very tasty. I think to put inside a glass for like a milkshake, or in a date like this for a half-eaten snack, that is delicious. I'm trying to think of other ways that I would eat this. It really is so tasty. So if you've got any ideas, please let me know. I will put it inside my dates later on today as a little snack, but it's too sunny to be inside doing tasks like that now. And then last but not least, the collection crisps. I did try the truffle ones, can confirm they taste like 𝑭𝒆𝒂𝒕, made with real truffle, absolutely scrumptious. So yeah, these definitely recommend, and I will definitely be buying these again. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 2 out of 10. In this time that they've been in the water, the tulips have just opened up and they look so gorgeous. Look at that. Such beautiful leaf shape. Sorry, petal shape. Gorgeous. Hello, Dag. Hello, my boy. Oh. Okay, we're not going to talk about the pond. We're going to talk about something to the left, right of the pond. This is something, okay, not so glamorous, but this is where we keep our bins. Let me show you this way. we have painted our sheds. It's an exciting update, and this is something, hang on a sec, something that I have to give Charlie full credit for, because honestly, when he proposed painting the sheds, I thought, what a massive waste of time, but we did, and they actually look amazing. This colour is beautiful. This is Invisible Green by the Little Green Paint Company, and they just completely blend in so much better now. You can barely like notice them if you're not looking from the house, whereas they were more of a turquoisey blue before, which is a bit more obvious, and it's just a very elegant colour, I would say. It's nice, the reflection of the house in there. We've got this lovely little bird feeder up on the side, and they do enjoy these little nuts. Painted the inside as well, which is why Charlie's huge collection of rakes is over here. I have no idea why we have so many rakes. Look at that. I think we've got 7, if not more, different kinds of rake. Crazy! But I'll hold my hands up because the sheds look amazing. I didn't think I'd be alone in this stroll over here. Oh. Oh, how you feeling, my ween? After your dental surgery. Just to remind everybody, I had 19 teeth taken out. 19! Poor child. Look at the confetti on the floor from the blossom. From this beautiful tree. Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. Okay, so these are the seeds I'm going to grow today. These, I feel like this is the last year I can really use these, because I bought these at the Chelsea Flower Show a couple of years ago from the Anya Hindmarsh store. That was such a fun thing that she did, Anya's For the Good Life garden shop. I hope she does something again like that this year, that'd be so fun. So these are stripy rainbow beetroot, and they're just really fun and colourful. And then these are, I feel like these are full of goodness. They're a really deep, dark red beetroot, and they've actually got red leaves, which you can actually use as salad leaves as well. So as I said earlier, because we've had the full moon, so there's the drawing down energy. So these are all things that grow below ground. Spring onion, again, these are quite old seed, so if they germinate, I'll be really happy, but I'm not going to guarantee it. I love that these are called Yellowstone. My obsession just continues. I will plant probably half the packet now and half the packet in a month's time. You can do them all the way through to July, you can sow these, but it'd be really nice to have with our Sunday roasts come autumn. You just kind of sow them now and then forget about them for a few months. And radish, so they're my top 4 things to grow below the ground at this time of year. Scarlet colour with white tips and a crisp, mildly pungent flesh. So I actually did do some radishes a few weeks ago. We've got a row growing here and a row growing here, but because radishes grow so quickly, it's definitely worth, it's called succession sowing them. So you just basically sow them every few weeks. What is that? It's like a mildew, like a mushroom. That's the thing about having organic soil, you do get some weird organisms growing in it. Yeah, does anyone know what this is? I mean, I'm guessing it's a mushroom. It's like an, ooh, it's like an underground, undersoil mushroom. There's 3 of them. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of them and then I'm gonna go and wash my hands. Yucky. Okay, so first things first. I've got a row of spring onions that I've sowed there apparently, so I'll start here for my next row. Okay, you can probably just about see the 1, 2, 3, 4 drills that I've done here, and now I'm just going to sprinkle the seeds in, label up the rows and give them a good water. Okay, seed sowing is done. Here I have got a little module of some of my kale that I started by seed and it grew on in the greenhouse. If you go to garden centres at the moment, you can actually pick up kale that's already this big. So you could start at this step if you want to. And you could definitely do this in a big pot if you don't have a growing space or if you're renting, for example. So what I'm going to do here is just kind of lay this down and start to break this open. You want to be really careful here because you don't want to dislodge the root structure too much. So I'm just really carefully kind of prizing these apart, trying to be so careful not to break any of the roots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay, these ones, planted these out last week when Jake was here videoing. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to leave them without a cage on them, and that was a mistake because they have been nibbled by our friendly neighbourhood pigeons, which is not good. Sometimes if I've got too many, and I know that, for example, that might not fit under the cloche, this is my sacrificial kale. And it might get eaten, it might not. But it's quite interesting to see, because if this doesn't get eaten, then maybe I didn't need a cage after all. Okay, my darlings, I hope you can hear me okay. I just want to do a quick unboxing or unbagging of a couple of bits. These are the bits that I bought at Burford. It was actually yesterday. You might have seen that little shopping spree at the end of the last vlog, so I'll show you what I actually bought. And then this bag of goodies, it's actually not things from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, it's from a delivery. And these are a few really lovely goodies that Charlie actually bought me as a little treat. And funnily enough, I'd seen a lot of these online and had them on my wish list. So I'll start off by showing you these bits, and most if not all of these things are from a brand called 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, and I keep getting advertised their pieces on Instagram, or maybe I just follow them and I see their things, but they have just got the most gorgeous collection at the moment. So Charlie has ordered for me, first of all, this lovely pair of pink flower snippers, which is so cute. I mean, they are just absolutely gorgeous, as you saw even earlier today. Trimming and arranging flowers is one of my favourite things to do. Ironically, I need scissors to get into this pair of scissors, but they are so beautiful. They also have the loveliest of gloves in their current collection. I do tend to wear tighter fitting gloves for most of my chores, but things like rose pruning and flower arranging, these are perfect. Look how gorgeous they are. They've got the tan on this side and the green gingham. Then just in case I have a buddy with me when I'm gardening, I can't decide which I like better actually. The green stripe, it's like a sage green stripe, that is so lovely. These are very elegant. I do need to wear gloves more to protect my nails, and these are definitely the loveliest that I've seen. Even this little trim here, so pretty. And then this is very, very handy. Not only because it will keep the mice out of my seeds, but also inside there's these little dividers, so it means that I can actually organise my seeds by growing month, which I do at the beginning of the year anyway, but then the order gets messed up. So this is amazing, and I can do like already sown, need to sow, miscellaneous. I'm just going to be so organised, and I can't wait to sit down with a drink in a second and organise my seed collection. I know that lots of you might be thinking, Josie, all of your seeds are not going to fit in that one tub, which is why he actually bought two. How adorable. I mean, the colours, the design, I just think they're gorgeous. I can stack these up on top of each other in the greenhouse. Such a lovely treat. I'm a very lucky lady. And then in my Burford haul, I've got the dahlias that I showed you. I think I showed you those in the shop, and they're called Pink Impact. So I might actually wait a little bit and sow these direct in the ground. Yeah, I think so, because I am actually running out of pots. I've got a little bit carried away. They do have a really good food section at Burford. Lots of like artisanal brands. Germs is the name of this. A daily gut support. I read the ingredients in this, and it's like organic flaxseed powder, baobab powder, organic sliced ginger root powder, lemon balm leaf. It all just sounds amazing. Like, the ingredients in this are really good. So I guess I'll probably put it in a smoothie or something. And then buckwheat pasta. I've never tried this, but I thought I would give it a go. I'm always intrigued with these healthier style pastas because I'm not willing to sacrifice good pasta. It's got to be good. So I will give a thorough review of this. Now that I've got my own bean to cup machine, I can choose my own coffee flavour, and I just finished a bag, so this is perfect timing. These are from 𝑭𝒊𝒂𝒕 Coffee Roasters, who are local to us. They are in Oxford, and this is a caramel, milk chocolate and nut flavoured bean. It doesn't mean they've added anything, it's just like what I think is how they smoke or roast the beans. They just infuse them with flavour. These are really fresh, so the things that will make an impact with your coffee are the quality of your beans, the freshness of your beans, obviously the milk you use if you're going to use milk, and even your water. So if you're a serious coffee connoisseur, you would probably put spring water in your machine. But good quality beans, especially if you have an espresso, makes a huge difference. So this is, yeah, the ones that I chose. Can't wait to try them. And last but not least, of course, I'm not going to go to a garden centre and not buy seeds, but I was very self-controlled, and I got a beautiful variety of cosmos, because the cosmos I sowed earlier in the year have not germinated, so I think they were quite old, and some digitalis, because digitalis are so beautiful. So I am going to sow these two seeds right now, and then I'll put them in here. I almost forgot to show you the plants that I got at 𝑭𝒊𝒅. So this is a 𝑭𝒊𝒂𝒕. This I'm just going to pop in a pot in the greenhouse, and it's nice to have something that's already flowering. It doesn't look like the 𝑭𝒊𝒂𝒕 that you think of in a flower display. I'll pop a photo of the traditional kind on the screen here. But really stunning little flowers with, I mean, I don't know if you can see the detail underneath the flower. Look at that. Stunning. And then I just love lupins. They're just really striking in a herbaceous border. And this is a beautiful kind with a purple and a white. They can get ravaged by slugs, so you definitely want to put some ash or broken eggshells around them. £6, and the amount of joy that this will bring over the summer. If you're planning a herbaceous border, I'll pop a QR code on the screen here, because this is the plan that we use for our plants. So basically it will say to you, for example, like you want 6 lupins and put them here, 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 here and here. And this plan will help you have a herbaceous border that basically has different flowers flowering at different times of year spread throughout the border, if that makes sense. So you don't have like this side all flowering and then later in the summer this side all flowering. It's very evenly spread. So this is a really good plan. If you want to scan this, then you'll get our herbaceous border plan. And we probably have 9 lupins throughout our border. 10 now. Job that I need to do is to pull up all of the raspberries that are growing outside of the area that they should be growing. They're starting to shoot up in unruly places. There is fine, but further out it's not fine. Yummy. So this is a little treat snack that I've just been making. It's a date cut in half, as you saw, with either the M&S pistachio creme or some lovely almond butter inside, and then just stuffed with pistachios and a sprinkling of a tiny bit of salt. These are just such a nice little pick-me-up, either between lunch and breakfast or lunch and dinner, and they're pretty good for you as well. Dates are full of fibre and goodness, and pistachios. I guess the pistachio creme is obviously not the best, but almond butter is fine as well. So yeah, a really nice little treat to keep in the fridge. Hello my darlings, it's the next day now. I feel very Victorian in this high ruffle neck and hair like this. I'm going to take it out. I've only had these in for an hour or so, but I realised earlier on in the video I promised, well, I drew attention to this big box here in the room with an order that I've placed from Sezane, and I thought I would unbox it with you because it's not the most exciting of orders, but it's things which could be real workhorses in my wardrobe. So I thought I would unbox them with you. I've started doing heatless curls a lot more because I really like how they look, more so when they relax a little bit. And I have been having quite good success with them lately. I'm not too bothered which set I use. I've got this set, which I think I did get on LOOKFANTASTIC, but I've got the one from that brand that's really famous on Instagram. It's Eternal Muse, and they're all very, very similar. But as I mentioned earlier, I use my Red Ken spray with just a tiniest little bit of product left in it to dampen my hair. Like today was not a hair wash day, and actually those days do tend to be better. Anyway, I'm just gonna let it sit for a second because I like to let it have this cool off period. Not that it was ever hot, but anyway. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling because I've had 9,000 coffees today and no water. That's not great. I've realised when you're watching this is a really good time for me to put up a question box, because I will very soon be starting to think about the video, and it's not going to be like a special video, nothing crazy, that will go live on my 10-year anniversary of YouTube. So I think it'll be the 26th or 27th of April 2025 that will be 10 years since I first posted a proper YouTube video. I've mentioned I did do 2 videos before this. One was like a gel nail tutorial and one was a Halloween makeup, but they were just videos that I uploaded to YouTube to send to friends. They weren't me trying to make a go at YouTube. So I classify my 2015 April favourites as my first ever YouTube video, and that we're approaching 10 years. So I thought what I'm going to do for that video is I'm just going to do a Q&A. Keep it simple. I've learned a lot in 10 years on YouTube. The industry has changed so much. Running my own business has been one heck of a learning curve. We had a big curveball earlier this month, didn't we? Or the end of last month with the hack. And I think from a business side of things, I have always been very, very open with information about being a YouTuber, and gosh, that's still really flummoxed so many people, I think, especially near where we live. A lot of people just don't understand it as a career, which is fine because it's obviously not like, it's not like being a teacher or a lawyer. It's something which people are really, really interested in, and people love to hear about the mechanics behind the business side of it. But anyway, my point is I'm going to do a Q&A, so if there's anything that you've wanted to know, whether it's advice if you would like to do your own YouTube channel, or whether you're a business and you want to know how best to work with people that share things online, or just a random question, then I'm going to put it out here. So in the comments section of this video, feel free to ask. Let's put a hashtag YouTube question if you would like to ask anything. And I think I'll also put a question box up on my Instagram, so head over there if you've got any questions, and I will answer them in the vlog that goes live on the 27th of April. So not the next one, but the one after, so got a little bit of time. Anyway, I would like to do my little unboxing with you, and first of all I want to show you these. These shoes are going viral at the moment. They are from a brand that I love called 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, And I love 𝑭𝒊𝒅 mostly for their autumn wintry shoes. They do beautiful boots, including my favourite pair. If I can find a photo of me wearing them, I'll pop them on the screen here. They're like a warm, almost mapley brown with an asymmetric block heel. They're completely waterproof or water resistant, you know, I wouldn't walk through a puddle in them. Although they'd probably be fine. So comfortable. Anyway, they also do really chunky trainers, and they released these, and I think they're called ballet sneakers. And I just thought they are so cute. I think they're so pretty. They're almost like a silky finish to them. I just think they're so elegant, and they're very flimsy, very comfortable, very lightweight. I thought for travel they could be gorgeous. Bella Hadid has been seen wearing these, and she's making them go a little bit viral. So I thought I would try styling them with this outfit and maybe some of the jeans that I'm gonna show you from my Sezane order. They've got an elasticated back. I may have a discount code for 𝑭𝒊𝒅. I normally do, so if that's the case, I'll leave that link down below. But let's pop these on. I have been wearing them just while pottering around upstairs, and let me show you this first outfit. I love the blouse with the ruffly top. I think it's such a pretty design detail. I love things that are sleeveless. I've got a really lacy bra on underneath, which is H&M. All the outfit links will be down below. And so you can't really see what's going on underneath it. And then the jeans are what I was really interested in from Sezane. Very much influenced, 100% influenced by Lauren Grace. I messaged her on Instagram asking her which of her cream jeans she was wearing, and she said it was this certain pair from Sezane, and then I ordered them in a few different colours. I think Lauren must have longer legs than me because they're cropped on her and they're not so cropped on me. I love how high-waisted they are. I've added just my 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 belt, and then I've only got one on so far, but I really love how they look with the ballet sneakers. So yeah, this is one really cool way of wearing these jeans. And the fit of them, the quality of the actual denim, it feels really, really nice. Like they've got a good amount of elasticity to them. They feel hugging on the butt, but I think the fact that they're straight up and down is very much the style that's trendy right now. So yeah, really nice. If I could completely design them, I would probably have them an inch shorter, but I have got particularly short legs. I'm short everywhere, to be honest. So yeah, they're full length on me, but if you're a little bit taller, they'd be the perfect crop. So really, really like these. And let's try on another colour. Okay, it's 10 minutes since I took the roller out. So we've reached the next stage of the heatless curls, which is the wide tooth comb brush out, and this is where you really get an idea as to whether your curls have worked or not. Looking okay. It doesn't matter because I'm not going anywhere. I just like experimenting with them, and as I always say, nothing lost. It's just nice to have a little bit of movement. Anyway, I've popped on I always get a random straight bit there. I've popped on the next pair of trousers, and first impressions are very good. However, I'm sorry to give you a crotch shot, but as you can probably see, one of the buttons has just fallen off. Sorry, if you look, this feels like a really weird thing to be thrusting at the camera. Sorry, but yeah, they're really nice with this tortoise shell detail on them, but the bottom one has fallen off. Okay, I'm gonna stop I'm gonna stop gyrating towards the camera now, so you can see. Weirdly, I feel that these are a better length. I'm sure they are the exact same pair of jeans, I'm sure of it. But these ones just seem to be a better length. I don't know, maybe the button style, it must be a different pattern, it must be, because the others are jeans. But I think I do really like this. It obviously takes just that tiny bit longer to put them on, which is fine. But I love the colour of them. Again, very comfortable. I love how high-waisted they are. I really like that the stitching is brown. It's just a nice detail. Yeah, really, really happy with these. I think, yeah, I think I will keep these, despite button falling off. It's just going to be a case of a little bit of super glue, and I think that should sort it out. So really happy with these. They do feel incredibly comfortable, and I just never ever thought that I would find myself saying that any pair of jeans was comfortable, and I've realised all along I've just been buying them too small. I just have to size up and then they are comfortable is maybe an overstatement. Let me show you what I was wearing before. If I'm at home, there is a 99% chance that I'll be wearing these. These are my really old, they've got a makeup stain on them, pair of Lily Silk cashmere trousers. When are they going to bring these back? These are my favourite trousers. I wear them pretty much every single day at home. I've got them in brown as well. This annoys me. This is a Borean CC cream, and can I get it off? No. If anyone's got any tricks, please let me know, because it just makes them feel a little bit scruffier. I've had them for probably 3 years. They're getting a little bit brown on the bottom there, just because I wear them in the garden. Honestly, I clamber through the rose beds in them. They have not bobbled, maybe like a couple of tiny little bobbles, like the teeny weeniest bit, but considering I am, anyone that's ever like dropped in on us will know that I'm wearing these most of the time. So in comparison to these, the jeans are, you know, moderately comfortable. They are the most comfortable things in the entire world, and I love that they're wide-legged. But anyway, wasn't planning on having an ode to my Lily Silk trousers, but these, I think as far as denim trousers go, they're a lovely length and a great colour, and I think they'll work really, really nicely in my wardrobe. Alrighty, I'm in the next pair of trousers, and I need to check my receipt. I will leave the sizing of this pair versus the other pairs on the screen here. At this moment in time, you know more than I know. Are they the same? Probably not, because this pair feels so much tighter, and unfortunately it's a real pain, because I think this could have been my favourite pair, but they are just so tight, and I think that this is where I find it unflattering. I have obviously got a top tucked in, but it shouldn't make that much difference. I just don't like it to look like they're stretched around here. I think that's not particularly flattering, and I don't love trousers to be like clinging onto my thighs. I love the length of them, I love the elasticity of them, and I love the colour of them. So I am going to order these in at the size up. Yeah, I really, really like them, and I think I will get a lot of wear out of a pair like this. The fact that they are so wide-legged, I think is nice. I love where they finish, I love the crop. The colour really is, I think it's going to be so versatile. I'm pretty sure Lauren has got a pair like this. I probably was inspired by her with these as well. But yeah, it's just this tummy area which is too tight, so unfortunately I need to size up. I'm going to order them right away. Oh, such a relief when I open them. Do you know what? I don't think it is good for us women to have everything in this area constricted. Like lady bits wise, I just don't think it's good for us. And sometimes I do wonder if okay, TMI, but I've got a bump under my tummy button, which is, I think, like a little bit of a hernia or something, and I swear I gave it to myself by wearing trousers that were too tight for so many years. So don't do it to yourself, ladies. Don't do it. We're on to the next stage of heatless curls, and this is the final stage. This is my very full of hair. It's a hairbrush from a brand called Sowing. Honestly, you'd think my hair is grey with the colour of the hair that I've just pulled out. Sorry, TMI. I have nothing against grey hair. I'm quite looking forward to my hair turning grey. Charlie's turning grey, and actually I really like it. Anyway, it's the coffee. I did actually bring my water up so I can hydrate myself, because I think I turn a bit weird when I have too much coffee. My brain just like darts off in weird angles. But anyway, this hairbrush just seems to be perfect for brushing out curls if you want them to just look quite nice and loose and relaxed, but not completely lose their shape. So it leaves you looking like this. And then if you want to add a little bit more volume, which I would do if I was like proper filming, I love this Michael Van Clark Heavenly Body Dry Texturizing Spray. Got a really nice amount of hold to it as well, and it smells good. Okay, I've got on another pair of jeans, and I made the bold move of already cutting off the label because I know I'm going to keep these. Gosh, that smells like perfume. So, organic textile, 𝑭𝒊𝒂𝒕 is a really good kind of mark of good quality fabric. Did I ever tell you that I once looked into, and seriously looked into, launching my own dress company? That I really wanted them to be made in the UK, and I really wanted them to be obviously the highest quality organic cotton, and my goodness, is it hard to do that. It's so expensive, and we simply just don't have the same kind of actually machinery needed to do what I wanted to do. So that was a dream that sadly, maybe in another life, maybe in 5 years, who knows, but we were looking at 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 standard of cotton and other fibres, so it's the best of the best. I've decided I'm going to keep these. They are a size 36, they are in brown, and they are Le Crop style with the straight leg and cropped length. Hopefully you guys like them, because I have decided I'm going to keep them. And yeah, these are perfect. I love the colour. I think it's something a little bit different from your typical brown denim. I wonder how it looks with those ballet shoes, ballet sneakers. I don't think this is quite the right vibe for these, because the jeans are a little bit more kind of agriculturally style, and the shoes are a little bit more kind of cutesy. Maybe the jeans would look better with my 𝑽𝒊𝒅s. I've been wearing these non-stop. These are the Primus, I think. They're not the cleanest anymore. Actually, they're not too bad. I've been wearing them literally in the garden, so it's a miracle. But they do wash down quite nicely. These are the Primus knit, and they're so good for your feet because of the sole and the lack of, what's the word? Lack of foot support, so amazing for your feet. And I really like this colour. It's called the coconut colour, just slightly browny, a little bit kind of a cream shade. And 𝑽𝒊𝒅 have actually updated my discount code so that I think it's 25% off, Josie 25, until the end of the month, and then it goes back down to Josie 20, which is still super generous. And I'm just wearing these all the time. You can wear them in the gym, for weightlifting, but the colour of them I just think makes them so practical, and they go with so many different outfits. Yeah, I like how these look. I like them more than the Adidas Sambas. Isn't that scandalous? Yeah, really like those. And they go super nicely with these jeans, which, as I said, I am 100% keeping. So this is a really nice outfit. Probably with a belt as well would look really nice. But let's try on the final pair. Okay, so this is the final pair. This is the Le Crop, which is the exact pair that Lauren told me that she had. So this is the pair that actually inspired the whole order. I'll just hide the tag for a second, even though I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep these. This is a size 36. I think that pair that I tried on that I said were just far too small, they were a 34, which is UK 6, US 2, because this is, hang on. This is a 36, which is a UK 8 and a US 4. That is the size that I require in Sezane jeans. We now know that. So a really nice wide leg silhouette. They could be a centimetre more cropped. I love that they're literally called Le Crop and they're not even that cropped on me. Yeah, there we go. I'm on tiptoes. That's me normally. And they are a nice length. Really nice high-waistedness. Again, I've not really tucked in my top that well, but it's fine just for a quick try on. So these are really lovely. Let me show you a pair of shoes that I ordered from Sezane, and I don't know if I would wear these with the jeans, but let's just try them. They do give me quite a substantial amount of height actually, and considering they are a platform, I think they're going to be very comfortable, because you only feel like you're walking in a heel that high because of the platform. That is the great thing about this kind of shoe. I have kind of gone off wearing open toe shoes though. I don't know if it's like the internet making a thing of feet, not my feet personally luckily, but feet in general. Does anyone else feel like this? You just kind of want to have your toes hidden away? Don't know. Need you guys to share your opinions on these. But I like the height that they give, and they are incredibly comfortable. Okay, I just went and looked in the full-length mirror on the hallway and I've decided it's a yes. I think they're really, really nice. I like the height that it gives me, and knowing that they're going to be comfortable while giving me that amount of height is a winner from me. So I just want to quickly show you, so just to also quickly show you the miscellaneous bits that I got in the order. This bag I thought was just really, really lovely. I did, as you may remember, return the 𝑭𝒂𝒕 bag. Although I have since seen the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, put on the screen here, the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 basket bag, or raffia bag with the flower embroidery. It's just so expensive, I don't need it. But this is lovely. This is such a nice little summer bag. I like the chain detail strap. I just even like this little detail here. Sezane do have some very, very nice bags, and yeah, that's really lovely. And then these I just thought were cute. Little sage green heart. Yeah, just a cute little pair of socks. So accessory wise, blouse, and I think I'll just keep this pair and the brown pair. So my denim collection is looking really good. I'm very chuffed. I feel like we're doing well on the basics. But just by a little bit of a comparison, some very affordable bags that I added to cart lately from H&M. They've got some really good bits in at the moment. I've got a bit of an obsession with their spring collection. This one I thought was great, very on trend with the suede, slightly kind of Western style, and this nice detail around the edge. I really like how that looks. So for a crossbody, which is just so practical, this is great, and I think it was like £20 or something. Really, really great bag for such a fantastic price. I would probably spray it with suede spray, but I just think it looks a lot more expensive than its actual price tag. This next accessory is definitely going to divide opinions. Suede cap. How do we feel about a suede cap? I want to be one of those cool girls that wears caps. I just really don't know if it's very me. What do we think? Maybe with the brown jeans, because then at least it would match. When would you wear this? Because I feel like your head would just get hot. I guess it would be quite good actually for keeping your head warm in autumn. Maybe we should revisit this in September. And then just one more accessory, which I thought was really good from H&M. They've got so many bits which just look so much more expensive than they actually were. Like this looks, in my opinion, like a certain designer handbag. It's suede, or at least it looks like suede. And I don't know, if you just want to get like a luxury look for less, I feel like this is such a good piece. It's a nice size. Because it's so long, you can actually fit loads of stuff in there. And I feel that the length of the handle is great. It looks kind of funny because it's so much longer than the actual bag itself. Like the handle is longer than the bag. But I think if you match it with like a really chic outfit, it's nice and simple. Yeah, I think this is the best I've ever known the high street to be when it comes to handbags. So it's kind of morphed from Sezane to a bit of an H&M try on. I have done a few orders from them lately because their bits are just so nice, and I'm gonna leave this video with this pair of trousers because, again, I need your opinions. I can't decide if I love them or if they're just a bit weird. I think for a relaxed outfit around the house, they're really nice. They are obviously denim look, but they are not denim material. They're just normal material like cotton, but with a denim wash to them. Pockets, that is a good sign. I like the fact that they're an elasticated waistband, and I do very much like the length. I think I'm realizing that cropped trousers is the length for me. I think just instead of like my Lily silk trousers or something else really casual to wear around the house, this could be quite a nice option because you get the look of denim, but just so much more well, yeah, it is more affordable than the others, but a lot more comfortable. So this is my final thing that I just wanted to try on at the end of this video. So let me know your opinions. Did I make the right call with the two pair of jeans that I've said I'm going to keep from Sezane? Let me know what you guys think. In this time I've been filming, it started to get very dark and cloudy outside again, so I think this is a good time to end the vlog. I imagine with this try on it's now been quite a long one, so if you did get to the end, then leave the word broderie Is this broderie? Would you call this broderie? I don't know. Let's leave broderie in the comments if you got to the end. I'm always so impressed, but I know that some of you cheat, because I know if a video goes live and then 3 minutes later I see the word broderie in the comments, I know you've skipped to the end, so don't do that. It's not part of the game. Anyway, I'm gonna go and have some water, try and flush this caffeine out of my system. Apparently broccoli sprouts, you should eat them if you need to like come down from a caffeine high. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, I so appreciate you spending this time with me, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Bye bye.